Night. Before that, When Time Calls by Bermuda Shades, and before that, Invisible Woman by Mick Maju and Ursula. And now my guest in the studio is here, wonderful Phoebe Purtill, artist and musician. Hello, Phoebe.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, yeah. I'm very excited to be here.
Yes, so nice to see you after some time.
Yeah, it's been about 7 years, I think, since my first album. I came on here and we were talking about Best Wife. That was a long time ago now.
Wow. And after that, you released another album.
Yes, my second album was called Forever and Never, and I did a launch show for that at the Milk Factory back then. And even that feels like ages. That was a week before, like 2 weeks before lockdowns in 2020, which was a bit of bad timing, I think. Mm-hmm. And then that was like I graduated my film degree. Mm-hmm. I was studying film, I think, when we first talked. Yeah, it feels like a different lifetime.
Yeah, and I remember, you did production design. That's your specialty, and you also incorporated all those skills and talents into your videos and your album.
Yeah, it's
Best Wife.
Yes, I did a lot of concept, like artwork. I did like a whole altered book to go with Best Wife that was like, because it was about the themes of like, what does it mean to be a woman, to like, what is marriage, like what is this whole concept. I was just investigating that through the lens of like different women who've been widowed or women who've like through history, but also in my family. Anyway, I've been able to use like all my knowledge from film in music videos. And for the new single that we're talking about today,
exactly, I noticed that with the Burnout.
I made the music video in my garage, just
all by yourself.
With just some fairy lights. I should have done behind the scene photos of it, because you wouldn't believe it. I'm just that good.
Because but it shows your creativity, because it's different, and you can tell that someone who has that, film knowledge and experience.
I just wanted it to feel like kind of a dream and a fantasy, and just be sort of over the top and dramatic. It's a very dramatic song.
And I like how you were so emotional in that video. You were not scared to show your emotions, and
thank you.
It was so beautiful. Wow.
I'm excited to share it with everyone. We're doing a launch show at the Junk Bar on the 14th of November, which is a Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm going to be opened by Jade Clark and Jess Martin, also known as Blue Jay. They're both incredibly talented, intuitive, beautiful songwriters who I'm really excited to have supporting me. And I'm going to play like all original music all night. I've got a lot of pop songs up my sleeve, but I'm especially excited about this one.
So does it mean that you are busy writing and composing?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep busy with that. There's always some songs on the go. I'm studying QUT. I'm studying music at QUT at the moment, so just trying to improve my skills as a songwriter and a musician in general. And
how does it feel now when you are you have albums behind you, and now you are doing the real thing? And
it's weird. It's a weird experience, because I'm still working a day job. It's strange to be going to different cities and performing, and then coming back home, and then going back to work at the dentist. But it's a good life. It's good to have a balance. You have to keep your head, keep your wits about you.
And then when you think about film and music, is music, what's more, where do you see more passion? Where do you feel more?
I love music, and I think songwriting comes really naturally to me, but I still have love for film. I love watching films and critiquing films, and I still engage with so much, cinema and television, but music is it can take you to a different place, and it can I read some study that music can help you get through challenging situations because it helps heal cognitive dissonance. So like you can be having conflicting feelings, but hearing about it in a song can really help like just ease your heart about things, which I think is really powerful.
Definitely. Wow. And
Yeah.
it's really nice when you can talk about it like in that like philosophic way, or like go deeper and talk about what music
Yeah,
is.
I want to be able to make music that touches people in a deep way.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And you had some comments about Invisible Woman song.
That song was so cool. I was sitting on the couch and I was like, wow, like it's just so clever and fun. You know, I'm 63 and I'm the invisible. It's just good. It's good stuff. I want to listen to that whole album.
Mick and Ursula, if you are listening, Phoebe really enjoyed this song that we played after Zedlines.
Yeah, I was trying to Shazam and I couldn't find it. It's just too precious.
Wow. And we've got one track that you released earlier, What If It Rains?
Yes.
So we can listen to that first. So what can you tell us about that song?
I started busking at Mount Gravatt markets a couple years ago, and the first question I had for them was like, what am I going to do if I get rained on when I'm busking? Because that just had never occurred to me before. I play piano, I have a keyboard. If it gets wet, that's it. It stops working. So I was like, what am I going to do if it rains? But also I was coming to the realization after years of like having music be my own introspective personal thing for helping get me through what I was going through, like to then sharing it with people on a Sunday morning when they're having a smoothie and walking their dog. They don't actually want to hear something very emo and depressing or like in a minor scale even. They just want something upbeat and uplifting. So it was my attempt at like trying to make something that does brighten your day, and I think it does achieve that, but it's also kind of about anxiety and about performance anxiety and like just trying to like express yourself and like why are you afraid to express yourself. Yeah.
Wow. So let's hear it.
Okay.
When you're gonna own this? When are you gonna believe in yourself? When you're gonna wake up walking down the street, picture of health? When you're gonna dress up? When are you gonna celebrate yourself? When you're gonna catch yourself falling in love with someone?
You are on 4ZZZ, and let's back on to the song.
Oh yeah, so that was my song What If It Rains. My name's Phoebe Purtill. You can find that on streaming everywhere. And it's just such an uplifting, like relaxed kind of fun song.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Montenegro because I went there in 2018, and you're from Serbia. You were just saying you play accordion?
Yes.
That's so impressive. I don't understand how the accordion works. Like the air.
Well, there's piano accordion and button accordion, because you can either have buttons on both sides, left and right, or piano keys on right hand side and buttons on left.
Okay. It's so complicated. I just play piano.
Well, the right hand is same as piano, just lift it up.
Oh yeah, playing piano up here next to your ear.
Yeah. So tell us about your trip. Have you seen Adriatic coast?
A little bit. So I flew into it's pretty hard to get to Montenegro. I had to fly in through Dubrovnik and then catch a bus, and the bus took 4 hours to get into Montenegro across the border. Wow. Even though it's not very far away. And then on the way back, it only took like half an hour to get there. So I don't know what that was about. But I stayed in Kotor. I had a wonderful time. I did all these like day trips and got to see the countryside. We went to Dermator, we went to Cetinja. And it's just it's just a very relaxed, beautiful, like diverse country that I really enjoyed. And I hope I get to go back there one day.
Well, was it strange for you seeing the sea, flat sea with no waves?
Yeah, the Mediterranean is so strange. It's weird. It's weird. But, you know, Kotor Bay is so dramatic. Like, it's huge rocky mountains coming down to a beautiful flat bay, and you have to drive on the ground level around the whole bay to get around to all the little towns like Parast and all that. I just loved it. There's something very magical and romantic about it.
And you used to love and sing that song from Eurovision, Nina song. I wish you can sing for us in a cappella,
oh
but
my gosh,
maybe
I'm
you
going to
forgot
embarrass
the words.
myself. Back the first time I met you, I was trying to learn this song called Charaban, which was sung by Nina on Eurovision, and then all I remember now is like, and then the chorus is like, Jovik ye Charaban. Yeah.
Oh wow, your voice.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go to Eurovision and represent Australia.
Bro, that would be such a dream come true. Yeah, I would love to write a song for Eurovision one day.
Well, do it.
Okay, I will, just because you said so.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? You know, it's crazy what's possible. Like, I can't help looking up to like Kate Miller-Hadke, like ever since her first album, Little Eve. Like, she's such a Queensland legend, you know, and she went to Eurovision as well.
Is she one of your idols?
Yeah, definitely. She sung with an Australian accent when there was just so few people even doing that. And for a long time, that was what I was trying to do. I can't seem to shake it now. It was like a conscious choice, and now it's like, it's just there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Phoebe, tell us more about your gig. If listeners just tuned in, they don't want to miss our songbird and this beautiful voice.
I'm doing a gig at the Junk Bar on the 14th of November, which is a Thursday night. It starts at 7 p.m. We've got Jade Clark, who's an amazing guitarist, lyricist, singer-songwriter. She's so talented. And then we've also got Blue Jay, also known as Jess Martin. She's fantastic on the piano with the loop pedal. She does Crazy Things to Brother by Matt Corby and has her own originals that she's launching as well that you should definitely check out. And then I'm going to sing a whole bunch of my originals. I've got some that people have heard and some people might not have heard yet because I haven't released them. And then I've got this new song that's coming out on the 1st of November called Burnout. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. We recorded it at Lush Studios in Clontarf. My friend, who's actually a dentist, his name's Yoon, he played the violin on this song. And we got an awesome drummer called Steve Francis to do the drums. I think he does like QPAC. He performs at QPAC. So it was a very special collab, and I really enjoyed making it as like schmaltzy and dramatic and romantic as possible.
And so what are the plans? Are you planning anything, any gigs, more gigs before Christmas or more stuff next year?
The only thing I have planned at the moment is in November I'm going down to Melbourne. I have this amazing community of bookish girls who love Sarah J. Maas, and they've put together these events called Celestial Events, and they do like a fantasy ball, and they all dress up as like elves and fairies. Aww. It's incredible, and they just put so much creativity in their costumes. It's kind of like there's a bit of cosplay in there, and I'm a featured performer. At the end of the night, there's 2 requests they want me to sing, and then they say I could sing one of my songs, so I've been singing this song Burnout for them, and it's become like a tradition. It's become like a wedding dance kind of thing. And I've had like 2 girls come up to me, I don't know how drunk they were at the time, but they were like, can you sing at my wedding?
Wow.
I'm very flattered. Everyone's been so lovely, everyone's been so supportive. It's been really cool to like take that step as a performer and learn how to play to that kind of a crowd, and it's built up my confidence so much because I'm just such a anxious person normally. Yeah.
When you say fantasy ball, we don't have something like that in Brisbane, do we?
Yeah, we did the first 2 in Brisbane. Like the company is based in Brisbane, and they're doing it again next year in June or July. But this time they're going to do it at City Hall. It's very special. If you get a chance to go, if you love Sarah J. Maas.
But you have to be
go.
dressed in a long
Oh yeah, they go
dress.
all out. They do like 2 or 3 days worth of activities. I think this year they're going to do, like in Brisbane next year, they're doing like 7 days worth of activities like archery and axe throwing and all this themed like scavenger hunts and treasure. Like, it's a lot, and people dress up to the nines.
Wow. Have
It's
you
awesome.
tried doing archery?
Not since I was like at the YMCA camps and I was little.
Oh, is it hard?
Yeah. Yeah. Katniss Everdeen was real for that. I can't. I couldn't. Well, I wouldn't, but I couldn't.
So, Phoebe, what are your other talents? Are you to drawing or painting?
Yeah, I paint as well.
What's your style?
My painting style is like surrealist. Like I really love combining things that don't belong together. So I did one last year called Puma that was like a petrol station on a beach, because it had so much to say about like the environment and how we treat it, and how just by like Instagram makes you want to go to unseen places, untouched places, but by going there you're touching it, and you're, you know, destroying / just polluting, you know, some of the most beautiful places on earth. And that we wouldn't, yeah, it's a weird juxtaposition to me. So the juxtaposition of like putting a petrol station on a beach with no other, like, there's no like road. It's like, how do you even get to the, yeah, I don't know. It just, and making it colourful just makes it palatable. But I do want to extend that idea, and I want to do more paintings like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I like. It's funny how like a picture says 1,000 words. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I love how your mind works and the way. Yeah, it's really, really interesting.
Thanks, Billie. Thank you so much.
Love your stories, and yeah, interesting to listen.
Oh, thank you.
Any other example that you can with you painting? That kind of.
I sold one years ago that was like a house in a flood, but it was like being washed on the water, like it was like a boat, but it was a house, and it was like all pink and yellow and blue kind of colours. Like it was very candy coloured, but it was like, I guess, kind of a response to like the floods that we had in 2011, which at the time were kind of the biggest floods that I had seen in my lifetime. Yeah, I think one of my teachers from school bought that, so that felt like a big moment. Actually, I did do a painting. Someone commissioned me. They asked for like something that was kind of navy and navy blue to fit with the theme of their bedroom. And I really was so obsessed with Montenegro at the time that I did a painting of Kotor that's like all in blue. And I still think that was beautiful. But I think I want to redo it. I feel like, you know, I'm very... Yeah, I'm very perfectionist about art, so I don't paint as much as I would like to. I really would love to do more of that. What's your thoughts on if I painted and sang at the same time, like as a busking act? Would that work?
Oh, it hasn't been done.
It hasn't been done. There's probably good reason for that. It's probably too hard. You would sing badly and you would paint badly, I think.
No, in your case, it'll be the opposite.
You're too kind.
No.
You're too kind. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. No, the aircon, I can feel the aircon is now working.
Was it not working before?
No, it's just changing the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And it started
Made you
to
cough?
tickle my... Yeah, because when there's a change in the air...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that too.
Yeah,
I'm like that too.
I can feel it.
The aircon at my house is like, I don't know, it's causing some kind of mold problem. It's not good. But yeah.
So how can our listeners find you on socials?
Yeah, so my Instagram is PhoebeXXLouise. Or you can find my Facebook page, Phoebe Purtill Music, Purtill, and that's where you'll find the event for my event that's coming up, the Junk Bar single launch show. Yeah.
Wow. And we're going to hear your song very soon, Burnout. What would you like listeners to know about it?
It's just very special to me. It took a long time to make, and I know that it sounds like a familiar song, and I don't mind. I've tried my best to make it my own, and I just wanted to make something romantic and dramatic. And you know, in the Bible it says we don't know when the world is going to end. We don't know the day or the hour, and it's just inspired by that. Like Jesus said, people would be still getting married on the final day. I was like, what would it feel like to be in that wedding, to be that bride, and to be like seeing the world end and saying, but I still love you. I'm gonna love you forever. Let's get married anyway. That was what inspired the song.
So have you read the Bible?
3 times.
Really? What did you get out of it?
So much. Like, I'm a Christian and a feminist, and I think that Jesus teaches us how to love people selflessly, you know, loving people first, loving people even if they're your enemy, is so much harder than it sounds. And it's something he gave his life for. And then feminism teaches us how to respect people, how to listen to people who need more care, you know, looking out for people with disabilities, looking out for people with different needs. And I think they go well together. Yeah, I definitely learned just how to be a good person from the Bible, but also like how to trust, have less fear about choices, and like have peace in your heart about like how things are going to go, because God's got it under control, and I don't have to have, you know, otherwise I'm very much a perfectionist. I don't have to have like full control of every situation.
And you're very religious?
Like, I don't use the word religious because that implies like that you only care about like procedures and rituals and stuff. Like, I don't really go to church every Sunday, but like I do have a close relationship with God that requires maintaining and is incredibly important to like who I am. So I would say more like I have a lot of faith and I'm very spiritual. Yeah.
And what's your horoscope sign?
I'm a Virgo. Is it clear?
Yeah.
It's obvious, right?
Wow, Virgos. Aren't they perfectionist?
Yeah.
Wow. And down to earth.
Yeah, I don't know very much about horoscopes, but that's just a bit of fun.
Yeah, it is.
I don't take that too seriously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's your sign?
Similar, but Capricorn.
Oh, I don't know much
Earth
about
sign
it.
is same as
Earth
you,
sign.
but
Okay. If you say so.
yeah. Right. So it's nearly time to say goodbye and wrap up the show, because we got megahertz. They are starting from 12 o'clock. And time to say thank you so much, Phoebe. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Billie.
Yeah, and thank you
It's a
for
pleasure.
sharing your thoughts. It's always, valuable to listen when someone wants to say what they feel and what they think.
I love that you love to listen and that you're very caring about people's feelings.
Thank you.
That's precious.
Thank you so much. And now let's enjoy Burnout by Phoebe.
Thank you so much.
Brand new single. And why don't you say, listeners, one more time, why should they come to your show?
Oh, you should come to our show because it's the best show you're going to go to all year. Like, you're just never you're not going to regret it. It'll be a night to remember. We'll see you there at the Junk Bar on the 14th.